Ever been in a conversation, totally vibing, then out of nowhere, your brain shuts down and you forget how words work? Or maybe you are just a person who overshares a deeply personal story in the first 5 minutes. Welcome to the ADHD social roller coaster. Brain lag and hyperfocus are like the worst duo ever. Imagine trying to play a video game with a controller that randomly disconnects or one that gets stuck on a single move. That's ADHD in a social setting, so buckle up because the ride is about to get a little sketchy. So I just got back from New York and it was wild. There was this one guy.
New York. Oh, did you know pigeons bob their heads when they walk? Because of their vision processing. I should Google that later.
And then he just started dancing in the subway for no reason.
Wait, do all birds bob their heads? What about ostriches? Oh no, I've missed the entire conversation.
Right? Crazy story, huh? Oh yeah, totally wild stuff, man. The struggle is that conversations move at twice the speed, but your brain is buffering at dial-up internet levels. And you easily get distracted by a random side quest, like pigeon facts. And now you're lost in a mental Wikipedia rabbit hole. And when you realize you spaced out, your only option is to nod and smile like an NPC and just pray they didn't just ask a question. On the other hand, hyperfocus is the opposite of brain lag. Instead of struggling to stay in a conversation, we lock in so hard that we lose awareness of everything else. This can create awkward, intense, or hilarious social situations. Let me make an example. Someone casually mentions something you are passionate about, like maybe astrology, and suddenly you turn into a TED Talk presenter. You end up talking about black holes for like 15 minutes and drawing an entire birth chart on a napkin you were supposed to use to wipe your mouth. And then your friend ends up regretting why they even mentioned astrology. Let's say you make a suggestion during a group chat. It's like, yo guys, how about tacos for dinner? Now imagine someone replies like, I'm not really in the mood for tacos. To someone without ADHD, this is just a mild suggestion. Shut down. No biggie, right? But for you, oh no. Suddenly you feel like you just launched a failed taco empire and everyone is judging you like you are the taco villain of the century. You're over here thinking like,
why didn't they want tacos? Am I a bad person? Do they secretly hate me or something?
yeah, the hyper-awareness of everything. You notice every slight change in tone, every raised eyebrows, every half-second pause in a conversation. Your brain's like, wait,
They didn't laugh at my joke. Why didn't they laugh at my joke? Should I have been funnier? Are they mad at me now? Man, I'm terrible. I ruined everything.
the emotional roller coaster of, is it me or is it them? Let's talk about being ghosted for a second. You send a text, no response. Cue the panic. Your brain kicks into overdrive like,
did I say something weird? Did I accidentally text, hey, I love you instead of, hey, how's it going?
You're scrolling through the text history like Sherlock Holmes, looking for a clue as to why your message was ignored. But then everyone else, they just moved on with their day. You, however, on the other hand, are now in an emotional maze, questioning your entire existence based on a single unread message. Alright folks, we've been through a whole emotional roller coaster today, and we didn't even need a seatbelt. But before we wrap up, let's do a quick ADHD friendly recap, because I know some of y'all already forgot the first half of this episode. Firstly, socializing with ADHD is like playing an escape room in your own mind. Except the clues are missing, the timer is broken, and somehow you're stuck thinking about that cringy thing you did in 2014. Secondly, brain lag. Oh yeah, that's when someone asks, so what do you do? And your mind goes completely blank, leaving you staring into the abyss like a frozen Zoom call. Thirdly, hyperfocus. The reason we ignore texts for like 3 weeks but suddenly send 17 messages at 2 a.m. like, hey bestie, let's talk about life in quantum physics. Crazy. Lastly, rejection sensitivity. That moment when a friend doesn't respond for 10 minutes and you start mentally drafting your farewell speech. Like, it's been an honor knowing you. We'll meet again. Moral of the story though, ADHD brains are chaotic, beautiful, and a little ridiculous, maybe. But we wouldn't have it any other way. So, if you vibed with this episode, and I know you probably did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Or don't, but then I'll assume you hate me and I'll have to spiral about it for like 3 hours.
I'm kidding, or not, I'm kidding. Also tag your ADHD bestie, because let's be real, they're probably also overanalyzing that one conversation from 3 days ago. And also remember, being socially awkward just means you're interesting. The world needs your weird. Embrace it. This is Chaotic Connections, and I'll catch you next time, unless I forget what I was doing, which is very possible.